Since 2005, our first guest has played feisty neonatal surgeon Addison Montgomery in the award-winning US hit show Grey's Anatomy. She's now fronting her own spin-off show, which is back next week for a second season. But life is just as complicated at the hip, holistic Oceanside Wellness Clinic in LA as it was at Seattle Grace Hospital.
If you can save their son by delivering the baby,
6-month preemies are at risk for brain bleeds, blindness, hearing loss, not to mention respiratory distress. And no one would advocate bringing a child into the world before she's ready, and you know it.
Did you even consider the fact that this little girl is arriving into a family unwanted? What happens when she discovers that the only reason she was conceived was to save her brother's life? We are talking about saving this family from suffering the death of a child.
You gave them hope they shouldn't have.
I'm trying to save a child's life. You discussed this stuff with us. When any of us come into an ethical gray area, we all discuss it. We decide as a practice what to do. I meant to, all right? I just forgot.
Since when do you forget anything?
Please welcome Kate Walsh. Welcome. How cool is it that you got the spin-off show?
I know. I feel like I won the lottery. I feel very fortunate.
How did the others react?
There were torches. They came late at night. No, they were actually very supportive, and it was it was a really exciting time for me, obviously. So
Grey's Anatomy just came along at the right time, didn't it? Sort of as ER was doing its swan song.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy came along to sort of fill that niche.
Yeah, I know, and I think that Shonda Rhimes, who created both shows, had just that she had that particular ability to be able to write. I think Doctors is sort of fallible, and of course it helped with Ellen Pompeo doing the voiceover. It kind of invited the audience in every week. It had a different spin on it, I think, too.
So basically the storyline, for those who don't know, is you were married to the Patrick Dempsey character in Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
You had an affair.
I did. Not me. Her. Let's be clear about that.
He left you. You followed him. You tried to get back together with him.
Yes.
You rebounded between the husband and the guy you had the affair with.
Oh. You were guilty.
I'm just leading to the fact that when you realised it wasn't going to work out with anybody there, that's when you went to LA.
Yeah.
And the new show was born.
Yeah, it was sort of like duck hunting. You're like, is there anything left? No, there's nothing left for me here. I better move. But no, that was exactly what Shonda had said. She's like, the bad news is there's really nothing else we can do with your character. Your marriage is over. The thing, you've slept with everyone in the hospital. That didn't work out.
It sounds ever so complicated, doesn't it?
It is. A lot goes on in that hospital.
Can you keep up with it all? Do you know where you are with it?
I do. I keep up. I actually still watch Grey's. I'm a huge fan, and so I love it. But I can't keep up. I get the script every week and say the lines.
So you're preferring it in LA? What's the difference between the two?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's a completely. I think you'll see season 2 airs, and it's kind of really found itself, and it's quite distinguished from Grey's in the sense that it deals a lot more with medical ethics, and there's a lot more conflict between. I think in season 1 they established that they're all friends who decide to work together in this medical co-op, and now you see all this conflict of how cases bring up kind of pity the doctors against each other in certain ways, professionally and personally. So,
are you a bit of a workaholic yourself? Do you sort of know when to stop, or do you have to have a caretaker step in, like Tessa Jowell does with Gordon Brown?
I know, I heard about this. I love it. I was just sort of like, is that what she had in mind when she got?
I'm not sure she thought that was part of the Olympics minister remit.
I know. Yeah,
it's called desperation, actually.
It's all just according to the newspapers. We're just taking it from
You're just taking it from. I thought that was hysterical and sad all at the same time. But no, I do have it takes a village to put this together. So no, I have a great assistant and a manager.
And you're from a big family, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm the youngest of 5. So
they must take care of you. Worry about
take care, humbling and caretaking. Yeah, they're always there to kind of keep you, in place. Still the youngest, and then but they're great.
I read this great quote that you said your brother came to sort of visit you on the set.
Yeah,
big LA showbiz set, and he said it struck him it was something like you work in a high-end psychiatric unit.
Yes,
because you're sort of told what to do.
He did. He made fun of funny because, well, I actually said, I'm like, it is like a high-end mental ward because you have someone that takes you to the restroom, you have someone that dresses you have someone that gives you food, there's someone that tells you where to go what to say. And then he made fun of me because one night he came and he said you were just sort of wandering towards the exit, towards the gate. And they're like, no, Miss Walsh, this way. And they have radios, that track you. They're like, she's in the bed. And someone said they know where you are at all times. And
Step away from the railing.
yeah, exactly.
So coming from a big family, your mum and dad must have, for you, done a lot of heroic things.
Yeah, they were. I know. I was hearing your stories, and I feel like mine in comparison. This is a little strange, but I went away once for camp for summer, and I had a cat, Cassandra, and we had a dog too. And it was very clear that the dog couldn't. Like, we had to keep the dog and the cat separate because the dog was a Great Dane. Well, lo and behold, of course, my sister left the door open. The dog got to the cat, but my parents, this is sort of a strange heroic story, but they didn't want to tell me because they knew I was, 9.
Again, the cat came to a nasty end, did it?
Yeah, it wasn't good. They told me that the cat had left. That just ran like that. So I was like, well, I better write a letter. I don't know. I mean, they're like, you should write a letter to the cat. And so I wrote, here, and I typed it out. Like, it was very serious. I'm like, dear Cassandra, I'm so sorry. Whatever happened, it offended you. Please come home. I know. It was sad. Single tear, eye to eye. And typed the thing up, and then sent it up, put it in the mailbox. And then, of course, years later, they told me, like, the cat was... They did not tell me until I was, like, 18.
And you just thought it was...
And then they showed me the letter. They were like, here, we took it from the
And did you wait every day for a reply?
I did. I was like, where is she? Where is she? Yeah.
And you're in therapy now.
Yeah, of course. I'm still talking about the cat. I'm actually very grateful we can talk about it here.
Are you enjoying the trip to the UK?
I am.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I've been having a great time. I went and saw some shows, went to the Tate Modern, and I'm like literally, I think on the way to the airport, I just have to leave soon after this, go try to do quick shopping.
Well, thank you so much for fitting us into your schedule.
Thank you.
Your new show, Private Practice, is on Living, and it starts, I think it's a week Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah,
Thursday,
that's right.
the 25th of June.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Kate Walsh,
Thank
everyone.
you.
It's time for another quick breather. Make sure you're back after the break, though, when we'll be reviewing the weekend's headlines. See you very soon.